You've seen the movie, you know the face, creepy porcelain, cracked smile, murder in her painted eyes, but the real Annabelle, she's a Raggedy Ann doll, a glorified pillow with yarn for hair, and yet she allegedly moved on her own, wrote cryptic notes, and even strangled a grown man in his sleep. So what's the truth behind the most famous haunted doll in history? Spoiler, it's a lot less Hollywood and way more confusing. Sometime in the late 60s or early 70s, sources can't agree, a young woman receives a Raggedy Ann doll from her mother. She and her roommate are nurses, so are students, or roommates, or sisters. Look, the details are murky. Soon, the doll starts shifting position when no one's looking. Arms move, legs cross, then it teleports, showing up in different rooms. Creepy? Maybe. Or maybe someone just had bad short-term memory. But then the doll is found kneeling in the middle of the living room. Something physically impossible for a stuffed toy. The women call in a psychic medium, because that's what you do when your Build-A-Bear goes rogue. She claims the spirit of a 7-year-old girl named Annabelle Higgins is attached to the doll. Apparently, this ghost isn't scary, just lonely. So, the roommates do the most horror movie thing ever. They invite her to stay. Congratulations, you've just welcomed a potential demon into your home, with hospitality and a bracelet. Then it escalates. A male friend sleeps over, wakes up paralyzed watching the doll climb onto his chest and strangle him. Reminder, this doll has no fingers. Next, creepy notes start appearing. Help me. Help us. Written in pencil, on parchment paper, that nobody in the apartment owns. So either the doll can shop at Office Depot, or something is genuinely weird here. The roommates contact a priest. The priest contacts Ed and Lorraine Warren. And the Warrens do what they do best. Show up, listen to a story, and take the haunted object. No tests, no monitoring, just, oh, you're being choked by your Beanie Baby? Cool, we'll take that off your hands. On the way back to their home museum, Ed's car stalls 3 times. The brakes fail. He douses Annabelle in holy water, and boom, problem solved. She's placed in their occult museum in Connecticut behind a glass case with a sign that reads, "Warning, do not touch," because apparently plexiglass defeats demons. The stories don't end there. A priest mocks her, gets into a car crash, claims he saw her in his rearview mirror. A museum visitor taunts her, dies in a motorcycle accident hours later. A cop sees her, goes pale, refuses to talk. Coincidences, urban legends, or a Raggedy Ann doll with a vendetta. The movie version is terrifying. Cracked porcelain, sinister stare, violent telekinetic tantrums. The real Annabelle looks like something from a dusty attic sale. And yet she's been flown first class across the country for TV appearances. Warren's son-in-law literally bought her a plane ticket to Vegas, because demons fly Delta, apparently. So is Annabelle truly haunted, or just the paranormal world's best branding? One thing's for sure, whether it's demons, suggestion, or just people wanting to believe. In July 2025, Dan Rivera, the current caretaker of the real Annabelle doll, suddenly died while touring with her in Gettysburg. This wasn't just some background staff guy. Dan was the lead investigator for the Warren Society and had just spoken at a sold-out paranormal event, hours before he collapsed and died. Authorities say there's nothing suspicious. But let's be honest, dying in a historic battlefield town while traveling with a supposedly cursed doll? That's either the most on-brand paranormal exit ever, or Annabelle just claimed another one. Coincidence? Curse? Either way, rest in peace, Dan. You literally died on haunted ground, with the most infamous doll in the world by your side. Annabelle proves you don't need porcelain fangs to be terrifying. Sometimes all it takes is a stitched-on smile and the right story.